here. Big iron, big iron.
Uh-oh.
When he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his head. Big iron on his head. Stars of the Midnight Ranger, shining through the night. Stars of the Midnight Ranger.
Hold on, I've got this. I'd like a large atomic shake and a double Brahmin burger. And easy on the agave sauce this time.
We gave you a password, Veronica. It's for your safety.
I know where you live, Ramos. Open up.
For Pete's sake. Opening up. Welcome back, Veronica.
Listen up. I'm in charge of security around here, and I can't say I'm too happy about having an outsider waltzing around. But since you came in with Veronica, I'm inclined to cut you a little slack. Just behave yourself, and we won't have any problems, okay? Oh, and the Elder's going to want to talk to you. He's on the second level. Just take a right once you get down there. My office is right here in case you need anything. Just ask for Ramos.
Subject E, diagnosis complete. Begin recording. My name is Whitley. I'm a researcher at Adams Air Force Base. Until recently, I was in charge of the Duraframe reinforcement project for the combat model iBots. iBot Duraframe Subject E is both the prototype and the last functional model in this test group. I was prepared to make several significant upgrades to the machines. However, as the project was canceled and all Duraframe assets are being diverted to Hellfire armor, I am sending this model to the Navarro outpost. If you're listening to this log from one of our Enclave outposts in Chicago, give this unit whatever repairs it needs so it can continue to Navarro.
Try to keep Veronica out of trouble, will you?
Sorry, but I'm a little busy here, if you'll excuse me.
Where'd you get that iBot? I've never seen one modified quite like that.
When Paladin Ramos informed me that Veronica was approaching with an outsider in tow, at first I didn't know what to think. After giving the matter some thought, however, I've decided that an outsider could be of use to me right now. However, I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be allowed to leave here, though you'd remain Veronica's responsibility. What do you say, outsider? Are you willing to help us? Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit. With you being... In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve 3 such teams have gone missing recently, and the news of their disappearance... In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover... The less who are aware of this situation, the better. My brothers and sisters were deeply traumatized by the losses we incurred several... It would be imprudent to worry them unduly without first discovering the facts of the situation. I'm glad I can count on you. Oh, and one other thing. The patrols each had a holotape. The shielding of the bunker prevents us from actively tracking them, but their positions should show up on your map once you get to the surface. Should our worst fears become realized, please bring back all 3 of the holotapes from the patrols. Otherwise, bring our brothers home. I've given the order that you be given access to some of the equipment our scouts and patrols have scavenged over the years. You won't be allowed to purchase any prohibited equipment, but hopefully some of what's available will prove useful to you.
You can't help but notice that the Brotherhood barely exists to these people out here. We're like an urban myth, no real presence. We just don't adapt like we should. Used to be that all you needed to get your way was a suit of power armor and a Now, people are armed and organized. They're not afraid. But we still stick to our old... Yeah, but only if you've got bodies to fill the suits. We don't take on new... Something's gonna have to change, or the empty suits are gonna be all... See...
So, you're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Name's Hardin. I'm the head paladin of this chapter, and I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. And he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say? Why should you trust the Elder? So are you willing to listen? As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of... Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years. And those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by. And many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations. And all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed. Veronica's a special case. She handles the procurement of supplies. If the Elder could manage it, he'd shut them out as well, and all in the name of security. which is why we need to replace him. Of course I have, many times in fact. The Elder has an open-door policy and will listen to advice on any subject save this one. He refuses to see that our isolation is slowly weakening us. And because he fails to see that, he must be replaced. I would. I'm the senior-most paladin in the chapter, and have more. I'd gladly support another candidate, but no one has the courage to step forward. I would put this chapter back on the right path. I don't know. I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent. The people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of McNamara's strongest supporters, so they refuse to help, which is why we're having this conversation. An outsider such as yourself would arouse. The fact that the Elder has some tasks for you means his faithful won't suspect you, and you have a line. In short, you're in a perfect position to help. If I become Elder, the lockdown will be lifted, and we'll once again be able to send patrols out into the wastes. We'll become powerful again. And when that happens, it will be good to have the Brotherhood as an ally. Good enough? That'll have to do. I'd recommend going to see Ramos first. You could also try to find something relevant in our data store, though last I heard Scribe Ibsen is having a bit of a And if McNamara should give you any tasks, I'd ask that you kept me abreast of them. Report anything you find to me, and we'll move from there.
Pardon?
Veronica.
How may I assist you?
Hello, you must be the outsider everyone's talking about. We always make sure to keep an ample supply of rat away. Here.
Still breaking hearts there, I see, Scribe Schuler.
How may I assist you?
Sorry, but I'm a little busy here, if you'll excuse me.
The word came down from the Elder that I'm to offer you some of our lesser wares. As if I didn't have... Our patrols are always bringing more... Pleasure doing business with you. If you must know, my inventory check this week shows that Hardin will have my head if I don't find that weapon soon. If you happen to find it, bring it here right away. I might be able to throw...
Hey, Torres.
Hey.
Welcome to the range. Feel free to... Torres must be getting desperate if she's My records show that Initiate Stanton was the last to check it out, but checked it... Sure. The Elder's already given the okay. Unfortunately...
Your presence here, let's just say it's highly irregular. Outsiders aren't even allowed to know that our bunker's here, let alone come and go freely. You impressed Elder McNamara, obviously. He must believe that you'd be very useful. That's right. Nothing gets in or out of here without me knowing it. Under the lockdown, only essential personnel are permitted to enter or leave. That includes supply runners and high-security patrols. All other personnel are forbidden to leave, and any personnel that were out there when the lockdown was enacted are forbidden from returning. Fine. So, you've been talking to Hardin, eh? He's been looking for a way to usurp McNamara ever since the lockdown started. Don't get me wrong, he's a good man. But Elder McNamara has done all right by us. If it weren't for him, none of us would have survived at Helios. I'll tell you what I told Hardin. There have been only a few cases of elders being dismissed from their posts in the Brotherhood's history. And those involve crimes that someone like Elder McNamara is just not capable of. You can look it up for yourself if you want. I'll grant you access to that portion of the history section of our data store. See Senior Scribe Ibsen about accessing it. I'm sure someone's told you all this before. Several years back, we were running our chapter out the Helios 1 solar power station. Our elder at the time, Elijah, had some kind of obsession with the place, which is the only reason we stayed as long as we did. That place was hardly defensible, and we knew the NCR was moving in on us, but the Elder refused to budge, insisting that he just needed more time. We never found out what he needed time for. Wave upon wave of NCR troopers hit us from all directions. We held out for a time, but we were grossly outnumbered, and they had more men than we had ammo. Eventually, our positions collapsed. Elder Elijah was nowhere to be found, so McNamara took charge and led what remained of us on a counteroffensive west. We lost a lot of men and women, but we broke through and made it here. Make no mistake, McNamara saved this chapter that day. Who was Elijah more like? He was our elder before McNamara. Bright guy, but just between you and me, he was a little off. Our mission is to recover and preserve the technology of the past, but Elijah wanted more. He sought ways to improve upon technology, make it better. When we found Helios 1, he was like a kid in a candy store, kept talking about the potential and a grand design never realized. He even insisted we set up our base there, against the objection of nearly every paladin. What followed is a whole other story. Bye.
Looking sharp, Ramos.
Honcho of one of them strip families got killed right in his own casino. You know, he pissed off the wrong guy. Some cons got cornered in the ruins of Boulder City, and the NCR killed them. It's like Bitter Springs all over again. What can I do for you?
This is a restricted area. State your business. I can't tell whether you're joking or radiation melted part of your brain, but either way, I don't see a good reason to let you through. I ask myself the same question all the time, but energy is hard to come by around. Hell, if we lose the dam to the Legion, this little plant may be our last stand. Why would I want to let you do that? I wish I could tell you, but we've had so many replacements lately I couldn't be sure. Go in and look around if you want. Try not to make any trouble. Later.
Hello? Who knows which side the Legion's gonna hit us from next?
Who knows which side the Legion's gonna hit us from next?